I'm Janet Kurtz, Editor-in-Chief of Nfocus.
And I'm Madeline Bradford, the Associate Editor of Nfocus. Welcome back to another episode of In Good Company. We have had a fantastic week.
We really have. I mean, it is still the height of event season.
It is.
And it has just been so wonderful to share the stories of these nonprofits and everything that they're doing and these wonderful people in the community who support them.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And speaking of nonprofits and the parties that support them, you have an exciting announcement.
Yes, absolutely. So Madeline and I are taking a break next week for the Thanksgiving holiday, but we will be launching our Best Parties Readers Poll. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure that you're signed up for our newsletter. It will be in your inboxes on Monday, an exclusive email that will open the poll. So be on the lookout for that because Best Parties is, as you know, one of our just most popular issues of the year.
People love it.
Love it. So that's going to be a special In Good Company just in and of itself.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah.
Yeah, and we've had a busy week, not just with parties, but with work things as well. On Wednesday, we had our bridal shoot, which was amazing.
So amazing. Shout out to Ellen Smith for opening her home and letting us shoot there. It was fantastic.
We can't wait for you all to see the pictures. And also in the magazine world, it is already 2026. Yeah, so happy New Year.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we've skipped all the holidays. We're on to January. Yeah. So, and speaking of next year, I got to go to the Symphony Fashion Show Kickoff this week.
How was that?
So much fun. First of all, can I just tell you, the event started at 5. I think everybody was there at 4:59 on the dot. I mean, they were ready to go. They were ready to see this. There is a tradition that the event takes place at Gus Meyer so that there is a trunk show component to it with the fashion show headliner, designer. And for 2026, we have Oscar de la Renta. Which you're wearing today.
I am wearing Oscar today.
Which is perfect. So we have him coming back. This is his 4th visit to the fashion show.
Incredible.
Isn't that amazing? I mean, just what a treasure to be able to have a designer who is so supportive of not just the Nashville Symphony, but of Nashville in general. Mm-hmm. I think that's wonderful. And so very excited to have him back for his 4th visit.
And you saw a sneak peek of some of the fashions.
We did. That's right. Yeah. So we got to see spring summer collection was on display that day. And there were models walking through the room, modeling some of the pieces. And I know many of us who follow fashion have seen the beautiful sort of mirrored dresses that Oscar has been doing for the past few seasons. And they had some of those on display.
Beautiful.
Stunning. I mean, yes, a very, very coveted looks. And so those looked amazing. Women were there. They were shopping for their looks for the fashion show, just for different events that they have coming up. And there were certainly plenty to choose from. So that was really exciting. And then, of course, the most exciting part of that was that funds raised from the Symphony Fashion Show for all of the events go to the Nashville Symphony and their education and community outreach programs like the Acela Rondo program, which helps students of diverse backgrounds be able to really pursue music degrees and also careers in music. And so it's a really special community outreach program that they have. And so very excited about that. Also, in sad news, this season is Alan Valentine's last season.
Really?
So we are just sad to see him go. He's had an illustrious career with the Nashville Symphony. They really talked about that. Our co-chairs for this event are Marcy Huff and Laura Kimbrell, who were there and just look stunning themselves.
They're so fashionable.
They really...
Perfect co-chairs for that event.
Absolutely. And then, of course, the executive chair, new this year, Ashley Rosen. And so she was there as well. And she looked stunning also. So it was just a great event.
That's
really,
great.
Really fun evening. And, just, I don't know, can't say enough good things about it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, last week I went to ROSA at Oz Arts, which was so incredible. It's this one-woman show put on by Teatro Cinema from Chile. And it follows this older woman named Rosa. She's this esteemed actress, but she's further in her career, and she gets the news that she's going to be honored for this illustrious career. And then on the way to the event, she has an accident, but it kind of suspends her in time. And she explores memories of womanhood and the political climate growing up and kind of how it's changed. And it's really, really special. It's a commentary on girlhood as well, and kind of figuring out who you are, past, present, and current. I really loved it. And the special part of it was that it was a multimedia production.
Oh, interesting.
So there wasn't really a set. It was just her with a backdrop, and everything was projected onto this screen. And she was interacting with this cartoonish world around her. And visually, it was absolutely stunning. And I really enjoyed it. And I think that this is a new phase of OzArt's crowd interaction as well, because for the first time ever, they're going to have a post-show discussion club actually tomorrow to talk about the show, and it's free to the public. Everyone gets to come in and discuss their interpretations of the show and what they think about it. And then the night after, opening night as well, they had this multimedia demonstration with people from Teatro Cinema to kind of show the audience how the magic works.
Oh, how interesting. Okay. So it's almost like they're continuing their conversations at Oz. They're just peppering it throughout the year.
They really are. And they're finding new ways to enhance their shows and engage the creative community in Nashville, which I love.
Yeah, that sounds really exciting.
Speaking of arts, we have this beautiful book stack here.
Yes.
What's going on here?
Yeah, so this is a collection of Amor Towles books that I happen to have here at my house, 2 of which are new acquisitions from this weekend.
Amazing.
From the Literary Weekend. So just to tell you a little bit about it, it kicks off with the Literary Gala First Edition Reception. And so that's on Friday night. It's really an evening to just kind of kick it off, celebrate donors and supporters of the Nashville Public Library Foundation. And all of this weekend, funds raised go to support the library and its education and community outreach initiatives. And so it really important work, especially now during times when libraries are having to work even harder for every dollar that they bring in to support the community.
Absolutely.
This year's author, Amor Towles, you can see his collection here. We've got Rules of Civility, A Gentleman in Moscow, The Lincoln Highway, and Table for Two, which is a collection of short stories.
Love it.
So he actually spoke that night about his writing process. And, you know, as writers ourselves, listening to a best-selling author talk about his writing process was just magical.
I always enjoy hearing about that.
Yes, it was amazing, and it was really kind of like listening to Eric Clapton talk about writing a song.
Yeah,
so like that.
He's a master.
He is. He really is. So that kicked off the weekend. And then the Literary Gala itself was just such a special evening. As many in our audience know, there was a fire in the parking garage behind the library. And while there was some significant structural damage there, the library also sustained some smoke damage. So they are not open. Typically, as we know, the Literary Gala takes place there. We had a location change this year. Montgomery Bell Academy, MBA, congrats to you all. I mean, you absolutely stepped up, brought in the Literary Gala. The setting was fantastic and really was so enjoyable. It was such a great space. So thank you to MBA. And it was an evening of celebrating Amor Towles and his work. Another thing that I thought was really interesting is Mayor Freddie O'Connell was there, and he took the stage and talked about Begin Right, which is an initiative to help with early literacy. And it really combines a lot of components together to bring literacy to all people, but bring it at an early age so that we can capture hearts and minds and get people interested in reading from day one.
Oh, that is so important.
Yes, it really, really is. So it was really exciting to hear that. And then Amor Towles came to the stage, and I'm not laughing. He did a wonderful commentary, also a little bit on his process, but he really opened it with sharing stories of critiques that he's read or that he's received from his own work. And again, as writers ourselves,
it happens.
It happens.
It happens to everyone.
Yes, it really does. And so he really had some wonderful stories that he shared. Just feedback, commentary from readers, which we all love.
Well, I love that he played into that. That's
really
very
did.
funny.
Yeah, exactly. So, Herbert, when he started Nfocus, he used to get those.
Oh, yeah.
And he would actually print them in Nfocus with the names of the people who sent them in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So early, if you can find an early edition of Nfocus, be sure to look for that. Those are hilarious.
That's pretty juicy.
Yeah, it really was. So anyway, it was a wonderful evening. Literary Gala is just such a special weekend for the literary arts. So really enjoyed it.
Well, when you were at the Literary Gala, I was covering Bal de Verre, which has been on a hiatus since 2021, but it's Nashville's oldest charity ball. And this year, when they returned, they decided to freshen up the format for the 75th year. So traditionally, it's a debutante ball. This year, it was more so about highlighting collegiate women's achievements with awards and inducting them into a new sisterhood society where they each received bracelets and their achievements were broadcast to the entire room. And the co-chairs, Tally Bevis and Christine Locke, really showcased the legacy of the event and also how it's always honored women, but how they're doing that in a new way, which was really special. And it honored 3 nonprofits. It was a big fundraising event. It was Tennessee Court-Appointed Special Advocates, or CASA, which helps make sure that children have safe, secure homes, Family and Children's Services in Tennessee, and the Kappa Alpha Theta Foundation Scholarship, which helps make that organization more accessible to college students, which is very wonderful. And it was just a really great banquet that honored women, and it was very inspiring to hear their stories. And there were also lots of Belmont students there, which I'm a Belmont alum, so I always loved seeing that representation. But I thought it was really interesting to go to the event and see that new take on it.
Yes, absolutely. Well, and what a smart way to shift focus for that event. And so that's really exciting. I'm glad they did that. Yeah. So wonderful. Well, that was a big week.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was super fun.
It was. Yeah, it was super fun. Like I said in the beginning, next week, Madeline and I will be just taking a little break for the Thanksgiving holiday. I hope everybody enjoys the holiday with their families.
And we're thankful for all of our readers.
We are so thankful for all of our readers and our audience. When we come back, we will be sharing stories about the Nutcracker Tea, the Thistle Farms Light the Way Luncheon. Oz Arts is actually doing another conversation, kind of extending it, with a smaller intimate group, and the Tocqueville Holiday Party will be taking place. So we've got a lot to talk about when we come back on December 1st. But remember, next week, big announcement, big news, our Best Parties Readers Poll will launch. And so we want to hear from you. We want to hear what you thought about the best party, most fun party, best dressed guests, best dressed event. I mean, all of the categories that we know and love. Tell us what you think, and we'd love to hear from you. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share our YouTube page. That's the way that we will continue to do this. And we know that we have some great fans out there. So like, subscribe, and share, please.
Yes, please.
And remember that with you, our Nfocus friends, we're in good company.
Cheers.
Cheers.